Hey guys, how's it going? So in this video I want to talk about Voyager Digital. Why? Because they just released some earnings. Disclosure, I am a shareholder of Voyager Digital. I believe in the company simply because of the CEO. Used to be the original CEO of E-Trade, and he managed to I'm not 100% positive on this, but I think he sold his company E-Trade for like, $10 billion. And Voyager Digital right now is currently trading about 1.6 or 1.5 billion dollars. So there's still like a potential of a 5x return on investment at these prices. But Voyager Digital could be so much bigger than E-Trade if they get into both the crypto and the equity trading, and become a bank and become something that people use on a daily basis with their debit cards and their Visa cards, and then getting into margin trading, and then expanding into Europe, which is a really big one. If they expand into Europe, that's huge amount of customer base. Like, I think Europe could potentially double or triple their customer base in a matter of months once they launch into Europe. So there's a lot of major catalysts for Voyager Digital in 2021 going into 2022. I went and I bought the dip today. The stock went below $15. I bought it at $14.60. Could the stock price continue to go down? Absolutely. We could see the stock price goes down to $10. The one thing I'm really happy about is Voyager Digital has access to buying back stock. So if the stock goes down to $10, it's illogical for Voyager Digital not to use their cash on their balance sheet to buy back stock at $10 per share. The stock market is very dangerous. Stocks can move up and down regardless of fundamentals. Think about AMC. AMC's value is higher than the value when they were paying a dividend. GameStop, their value is higher than when they paid a dividend. I think GameStop was valued at its height was valued at I think it was like $10 billion. Now they're valued at I don't know the value. I think it's like 11 or 12 billion dollars. They have, but when GameStop went to $4 to $5 or $6, the management used the cash on the balance sheet to buy back stock, and after that the stock got pushed up because of Roaring Kitty and meme stock trading and the help of Elon Musk tweeting about GameStop. If Elon Musk tweeted about Voyager would get so much customers, like a huge amount of customer base, because Elon Musk has a huge follower base. He has 55 million people following him. If he farted, everyone would know about it. Or if he tweeted about, hey, I just farted, 55 million people would know about it. So Elon Musk can move markets, and Voyager Digital, they've been on CNBC, they've been on Meet Kevin's channel. Jeremy from Financial Education is talking about it. Literally, they have been on Yahoo Finance, they've been on CoinDesk, they've been on every single media coverage possible. A lot of investors know about Voyager Digital, and if they execute and they show profitability and they show continue growth, the company long term will get rewarded. Short term, I can't tell you what short term is gonna do. Tesla at one point, people were saying Tesla was gonna go to $50 when the market cap was around 40 billion. They were saying that Tesla is gonna crash really hard, and it did the exact opposite. So if Voyager goes into Europe, double their customer base, I say the valuation of the stock price right now is at a huge discount. But just remember, stock market is very, very dangerous, and the stock price can continue to plummet. Just saying, I will just keep, dollar cost averaging into the stock price. I don't care. I'm gonna follow this long term. They've just released earnings and it's pretty good, but I do have some concerns. I will come back with another clip for the earnings, so I'll be right back. So pissed off right now. I'm really pissed off because this is my 5th or 6th time recording. I've made so many mistakes and it's really pissing me off. Anyways, yeah. Voyager came out with some pre-recorded quarterly revenue. I think the reason why they did this was because shareholders were concerned that the stock price was going to, they were like, why is the stock price going down? So the company came out with some, pre-announced revenues to help prevent the stock price from going down further. But stock price is valued as much as traders are willing to buy and sell. So, and Voyager, I think, is very heavily retail invest, and because of the fact that all growth stocks right now are suffering, it's causing Voyager Digital and plus cryptocurrencies is also, not really doing that hot. Volume has gone down dramatically, and I think this revenue is really good, but it's under what I expected. I thought it was going to be around 120 million. It's kind of understandable that their revenue is only 103 to 107 because of, in June there wasn't very much activity. I mean, April was good, May was good, but June was probably their worst month because of the lack of volatility in the lack of volume in crypto trading. But verified user growth is 1.75 million is really good. Funded account is 665,000. It's 1,000 away from 666,000. I think they did that on purpose. They're like, oh, we cannot have it 666. Just saying. But anyways, I just saw that. It's kind of funny. I don't know if you guys find it funny, but I found it a little funny. But anyways, it's real. Their funded account's growing really good. The verified user is growing very good. They still have potential to expand into Europe, which will probably double or triple their verified users, depending on how big Europe is with Voyager Digital. And, over time, they will gain more customers. They will gain more users. Unless crypto, it will, never bounce back and stay down here forever, then yeah, I could see, potentially crypto, I could see potentially Voyager Digital, not really moving anyway. But the thing is, Voyager Digital is not just relying on cryptos. They also have, margin and equity trading and, other stuff that's going to happen in 2022. So, I still believe in this company for the long term. Their revenue growth was really good. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the market does. But, I think they're a little undervalued for what they currently make. But they're a growth company. Stock market is dangerous. And Voyager is heavily, I don't know, just my opinion, but I think it's heavily on the retail side. We'll see what happens. But Canopy Growth, I think they make roughly the same amount of revenue as Canopy Growth, and Canopy Growth is valued at $6 billion, $7 billion, and Voyager right now is valued at $2.2 billion. GTI, their revenues is about right now currently at $194 million. And they are valued at, $8.56 billion. True Eve, they're the same thing. They're valued at $8.11 billion, and they are making roughly, $193 million. I feel like eventually Voyager will get up to what this revenue is, but will the market value Voyager at 8 billion Canadian dollars or 7 billion Canadian dollars? I have no idea. Billionaires are involved in the MJ sectors, and they're the ones that causing the valuation of these be at $8 billion. Let's look at Canopy Growth. I know this is a different sector, but stocks are still a voting machine. They are determined by investors buying and selling the stock, and if we look at Canopy Growth, right, they are making revenues of 148 million Canadian dollars. They have a negative EBITDA. They're losing a ton of money, and they are valued at $8 billion, so US dollars. So Voyager seems like a huge discount at these prices. But again, stocks are traded on what investors are willing to buy. So unless billionaires decide to come in and pump the stock, it just might stay here for a while. And I think this is an opportunity. It could go down further. We could see this thing go down to $10. I think that's an opportunity. And there's always that possibility that it could go down to $1. How? Well, two things. Cryptos crash really bad. That's number one. Number two is the stock market also crashes really bad. Like let's say Tesla went down from like $600 to $50, or Bank of America goes from like $30 or $40 that it is right now to like $3 to $2. Like the mother of all crashes happen. And yeah, Voyager could go down to $1, but at $1 I would be like, hey, I need to find a job so I can just keep loading the boat on Voyager, because that's exactly what I would do if that was the scenario. We'll see what happens. I'm a bag holder of Voyager. I did buy some shares today, so we'll see what happens. But in the short term, it could go down lower. We could see this thing go down to $10. Just saying. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.